Hey everyone, this is Gilson Vergara back again with another video, and I wanted to share with you how I found the company I'm working for and how we could potentially help your business. So obviously in some videos you've been watching, if you haven't, here's a playlist over here. I am back in the Philippines, but not in Dumaguete. I am in Davao City, Philippines, which is in Mindanao, and I believe it's the second or third largest city here in the Philippines. So it's world renowned for its safety, its cleanliness, and I can attest to it. It is that. And where I'm living right now in the condo, literally really beautiful view, because what I'm looking at right now, which I'll show you later, is well, hold on, I'll show you the view that I'm looking at right now. Looking at right now is what you're seeing right now is my view of Apo Island, the highest point in the Philippines. So I get a lot of inspiration when I'm out here, right? So like with anything, I have come up with a set of ideas I can, pretty much go off of and hopefully give you a quality video. So many of you might be asking, why am I moving back to the Philippines? Because, I lived in America for quite some time and I've been going back and forth. So why? So I found an opportunity with turnkey processing right here. They were looking for someone pretty much like me, Filipino American, who can help transition and meld the world of US, America, and the Philippines. The best thing about the position I am in right now is the fact that I can help other Filipinos broaden their minds as to what the world expects of them real time, as well as coming from the mouth of a Filipino American who has lived in America for long periods of time, over 30 years. I moved to America when I was 3 years old, and I've been very fortunate enough to manage businesses as well as run my own businesses here in the Philippines as well as in the States. So I'm very grateful and I'm very fortunate for that. So for those of you who are kind of wondering what Turnkey does, Turnkey Processing LLC is based out of Meriden, Connecticut. What does Turnkey Processing do? We want to be the Zappos of merchant processing. So the core of the business is merchant processing. Pretty much when you go to a store, you swipe your card in the machine, whether you tap your card. Basically, we provide the machines and we provide that technology for the merchant to make sure that they get the money that's deserved to them as a business. And we take care of the back end for them. So here's my email right here if you guys want to get more information about it. If you want to become a client, get to know for more information about it. So we do try our best to save as much money as you can on your credit card processing. That could be POS, virtual terminals, and anything else under the sun when it comes to credit card processing. We're there for you. So within that umbrella of Turnkey Processing LLC, we also have a marketing department that that works cohesively with the Turnkey Processing part, which is called Stormcrow Marketing. That pretty much pertains to full-scale marketing for your business or product or service. So once again, here's my email if you need more information about that, maybe potentially wanting to become a client, please let me know. I'll be more than happy to help you. And the third part of that tripod or underneath the umbrella is Remote Team Finder, which I pretty much manage. Basically, we provide the virtual assistant for you. We are dealing with many different types of industries at the moment, but basically we are providing an office space for your worker at a particularly affordable price. Affordable enough where you can still compete within your industry, potentially save some really good margins on there, help grow your business in that sense. So essentially we are providing the office space, the desk, the computers, the technology, and all the tools they need to thrive as your employee. And if you ever want to come by and stop by and see the operations, please feel free. I'll be more than happy to give you a tour and hopefully help your guys grow your business there in the States. How this job opportunity impacted my life or is impacting my life. One, I'm back in the Philippines, which I love being back in the Philippines because what the Philippines offers for me is pretty good. And number two, I get to help influence other Filipinos who might not get the opportunity to go abroad to get a more real world, real time understanding of what the culture is, what most Americans expect, and certain things that need to be worked on here. And I'm not going to say corrections to the culture, but we need to meld a bit better as far as expectation wise. This role that I'm in right now is pretty much a dream role for me, right? So moving to Davao City, how hard or how easy was it? It was it was a pretty okay transition. It was a bit tiring, obviously, because I'm working graveyard shift now. However, in the daytime, I'm doing all my, shopping around for to put stuff in the home and things like that. But moving to Davao City, everything was a really good transition because I had a team that was helping me, you know, outside of work, inside of work. So it was a really not bad of a transition for me. But comment down below with your transition when moving to the Philippines or any other country. What key things are you looking for as to how to get the best smooth transition as possible? I believe I had a pretty smooth transition, even factoring in the lack of sleep, which is it's just part of the move. What can you do? As well as aesthetically things that I like, as in clean roads, people obeying to some degree the rules and things, everything like that. Everything not compared to, like what I think Dumaguete needs to get better at. A lot of you might be asking as to what the cost was to purchase this condo. So this particular condo is the corner unit. It's about 79 square meters, including the balcony, with two bathrooms and 2 bedrooms. So this is one in this particular building is one of the bigger ones. So this one costs about closer to 7.6 million pesos, and this is the American exchange of that right there. Now, what we did for this particular condo, so if you want more knowledge, we put down about 90,000 pesos. Once again, I'm going to be rattling off peso numbers, so in the exchange I'm going to put right here. So we put up 90,000 pesos as pretty much a down payment, and it costs us about 26,000 pesos a month as the mortgage, right? I still have to get my electricity bill, and I still have to get all the other water bills. Internet for us is 2,099 pesos, which is like, it's back there. It's about 400 Mbps. We got the highest one. In the next 2 months, we can add a bit more. We're going to take it to like 600 Mbps. Yeah, so that's pretty much the numbers as far as moving in here, the down payment and the monthly here. The only odd takeaway that, I still don't understand here is the post-dated checks, which to some degree I kind of understand because people can just literally island hop and then start a new identity pretty much if they really wanted to. So I do understand that living in a country like this or any other country, there's certain things that are not going to be the same in your home country or what I'm accustomed to, right? Because, I believe America and Philippines is my home. So if you want more details on numbers, comment down below. If you want more of a real costs and other things like that, I can make another video for that. That's perfectly fine. But those are my raw numbers presently at the moment. Now, there's always going to be, I do see people online doing cost of living videos, which that all differs, obviously, right? Depending on your standard of living, what you're used to, what you're not used to, things like that. So I'm going to probably roll that out over time as to once I find out all my figures and things like that. But generally speaking, I don't think it's going to be that high because me and Ruby and I don't really go out like that. So we do a lot of home cooking, or she does a lot of home cooking, and we do go out from time to time. But I do want to get like a more detailed list of like what we spend for transportation, because I don't intend on getting a car anytime soon. What we cost for, obviously what we spend for like basic utilities and things like that. So over time, I'll be getting that to you as soon as I can. Pros and cons of living in the Philippines. There are tons of video about this particular topic. I'm just going to give you a small snippet of my situation. One of my pros is the fact that things are a bit more affordable when it comes to certain aspects. Obviously, if you want luxury, it's going to cost more. Outside of that, a bit cheaper. Another pro is that food is a bit fresher. Food is a bit better, in my perspective, right? Your standard of living kind of goes up because you're eating better. Me, I like to sweat anyway. The humidity helps with my old bones and stuff like that from all the damage I've taken over the years. So those are just some pros. People are generally nice, right? But then again, if you exude positivity and niceness, generally speaking, you get it back. So that you know. Then again, I'm originally from New York, so a bit New Yorkers are a bit like New Yorkers are a bit cold, you know, a bit too blunt for my taste. But you know, generally speaking, out here, people are a lot nicer. I believe they're a bit nicer in Dumaguete than compared to here. But then again, you know, that goes with a grain of salt. You know, take that with a grain of salt because, you know, it all depends on what day, how you're acting with people, honestly. So some cons, which is probably still a con for me since I moved to the Philippines, you know, back then, is that the technology is a bit slow. There's certain things that are just a bit too tedious for my taste, like going to the bank, opening an account, doing all these things, and like sometimes I feel that nobody wants to really provide really good customer service, so they're like, oh no, we don't do that, and then that's it. There's no more after that, and that's something that we need to correct here in the Philippines, honestly. A bit more of that customer service, going the extra mile. Unfortunately, I don't feel that from time to time. So it does get, so some of the processes here, it does get frustrating from time to time, honestly. But con wise, I can't really name any cons really, you know, to that extent, because any more after this is just nitpicky and I don't want to be that guy. So, and I go back to the saying that I say, you know, that I experienced and I heard and things like that. Like, it's one of those, if you look at the glass half full type thing where, like, if you don't like the way things look, change the way you look at things, right? So I'm gonna say that again. If you don't like the way things look, change the way you look at things. And I have believed that for so many years, and my outlook on certain things, my perspective on certain things, a bit different than most. Like, I can almost like look at the good in the majority of things, no matter how bad it kind of it looks at the present moment. But after a while, I got flustered, I get frustrated, and after a while, I was like, oh, okay, fine, whatever. What can I really do after this? So, you know, that could be a mindset thing. But living here, it's pretty good. Traffic in these type of cities, it's normal for me. I'm from New York, so you know. Although over here there is a lot of passive aggressiveness when it comes to the people, especially with driving. So you know, but what can you really do with that? You know. I hope you liked that video. It was a short snippet of what I'm doing now in life. I know I made another question and answers video, but I just wanted to take this time to be more specific on other things and maybe questions you had about me at the moment right now. So yeah, comment on below. This is my email. I'm also doing consultations for key things here. Whether if you need leadership building, you want to analyze your business and see if I can poke holes in it. If you want to create YouTube, you want some info on that one, or just basic mentorship as far as focusing in. Here's my email. Below you can check on my Calendly where the times I'm available, and then we'll set it up that way. Just email me first and we can work it out. If nothing else, have a great day or night wherever you are. God bless, and I'll see you guys soon in the next video. Take care. Bye.